Are you ready?
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
Let's do it. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins.
Yep.
How many times are we going to hear high-stakes meeting with China?
Oh, a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how about all the pomp and circumstance last night, though, when he showed up? Holy cow.
Well, with all the kids out there dancing?
Cheering and dancing and the band.
And Mao overlooking the whole thing? Yes. Holy crap.
I know. I swear I saw him wink.
Whoa, boy.
Yeah. No, it was weird, man. I didn't expect that. Red carpet was rolled out. It was
Well,
something.
they know their audience. And they know Trump likes that kind of stuff.
No, he does. No question about that. Holy cow.
Yes.
I was very surprised at that, though.
But like the big mural of Mao?
Yeah.
I mean, that guy was responsible for a whole lot of death, you know.
Well, dude, yeah, famine, torture. Dude, the guy killed at least, 50 to 60 million people?
Yes.
During his revolution.
But still, held in high regard.
Well, yeah.
In China?
The founder.
And parts of the U.S., including academia.
This is true.
And the mayor of New York.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So she says that he wants to help with Iran?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's always a lot of lip service, right, that goes along with what the Chinese are going to say. And there's a lot of lip service that Trump will give to the Chinese as well. Because everybody kind of knows this is a competitive environment. We are adversaries or on the world stage on almost every level or every single facet of world domination. Mm-hmm. But, hey, we want to try to keep it together for the kids. And so President Trump, sitting down with Sean Hannity, says that, of course, they talked about the Iran situation and the Strait of Hormuz.
Okay.
He would like to see a deal made. He would like to see a deal made. And he did offer, he said, if I can be of any help at all, I would like to be of help. Because,
he did say that.
Yeah, he did say that. And look, anybody that buys that much oil has obviously got some kind of a relationship with him. But he said, I would love to be a help. If I could be of any help whatsoever, he'd like to see the Hormuz Strait open. He said, if I could be of any help whatsoever, I would like to help.
He's also helped them get closer to having a nuke.
Well, that too, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you take the good with the bad,
Yeah. Well, and she also sort of threw down the threat when it comes to Taiwan. Mm-hmm. Like, it'd get worse.
Hands off Taiwan. Yep.
Yeah. And what Trump is basically saying, we're not changing our policy there. Mm-hmm. Like, that's a battle we'll fight later on. Because that's going to come to a head at some point. You just know quite when. Mm-hmm. So you got all that going on, keeping an eye on that. Meanwhile, legacy media not exactly breaking down the doors, covering the whistleblower of all the COVID crap from the CIA yesterday.
Yeah, pretty quiet.
That should have been a huge story.
I agree. Yep.
But not so much. Mm-mm. Just kind of buried. But James Erdman's the guy's name, the whistleblower. And, hearing a lot of his testimony and going back over it later on, this should be pretty damning. And it's one of those things, again, where most people in the United States, if you were to just ask them, no political affiliation, anything, hey, would you want to know this story if it were available to you? Something about the CIA helping cover up the origins of COVID. I got to believe most people would say, well, yeah, I'd like to know about that. But media is trying to just keep that buried as much as possible. But here was the whistleblower talking about Fauci.
Dr. Fauci's role in the cover-up was intentional. Dr. Fauci influenced the analytical process and findings by leveraging his position to ensure the IC consulted with a conflicted list of curated subject matter experts, public health officials, and scientists.
Yeah. And something, if you're listening right now, you probably already know this. But there are a lot of people in the United States that don't know it. And Rand Paul, kind of put it out there.
Oh, boy.
As far as, all of a sudden you had people changing their minds about this early on with COVID. Yeah. He lays it out.
How can Anthony Fauci objectively comment on a discussion of COVID origins when he approved the very funding that may have caused the pandemic virus? He referred to the idea that the pandemic originating in the lab was a conspiracy, that it was a conspiracy theory. Dr. Fauci convened the now infamous February 1st, 2020 call. Some scientists on that call privately raised serious concerns about a laboratory origin. Yet, ironically, those same scientists later co-authored the proximal origin paper, which publicly dismissed the lab leak hypothesis. One author received a $9 million grant from Dr. Fauci's own agency after he changed his opinion from lab leak on the private phone call to natural origin in public.
Yeah. You would think people would want to know that.
Yes.
You're not only criticizing Dr. Fauci.
Yes?
You're criticizing science, sir.
Well, yeah, that's what he said.
That's right.
Of course. I'm above reproach.
Yeah. That's right.
When it comes to all of this.
Well, I remember, taking biology and in high school, the teacher would always say, open up your Fauci textbook.
Yeah.
Because Fauci and science are synonymous, right?
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
It says there right in the book where Fauci created science.
And I know, David, you're going to say nothing's going to happen. Probably won't.
Nothing's going to happen.
Come on, man. Something's got to happen. Something, right?
Some people think that maybe something will happen with Fauci.
Well, it has to.
Oh, I don't.
You can't allow this to happen again.
I agree.
You got to make an example of this guy. You have to.
Senator Ron Johnson, he was ticked. And I mean, it's a good soundbite. Again, you wonder if anything's going to happen.
I'm calling on CIA Director Radcliffe and this person to apologize to Chairman Paul and this committee. This is not political theater. I have years and years and years of built-up frustration of agencies like the CIA, Department of Justice, the FBI, HHS, snubbing our oversight, giving us the big middle finger.
Yes. Saying, oh, yeah, we're not going to pay attention to that. Yeah. When they're trying to get to the truth on something.
Yeah. It's amazing.
I know. Well, he's also talked about as far as vaccine injury or death. And he wants the media to pay attention to that. I don't think that's ever going to happen. Do you know how much pharmaceutical companies spend on network TV?
Oh, yeah.
And even cable TV news shows? Don't expect it, but he said...
I need the mainstream media, CBS, ABC, CNN, to step forward and start covering what is a major scandal. How many thousands, tens, hundreds of thousands of people are permanently disabled or possibly lost their life because our FDA hid the fact that there were safety signals screaming at them with the COVID injection. So again, you can't answer all my questions in terms of but we need to figure out who is running this deep state.
Yeah. And like David said, probably nothing happened.
Nothing's going to happen, no.
Yeah.
God.
And the reason I think that is because what Fauci at all, and I don't think Fauci has become kind of the figurehead for a lot of it.
Yes.
But there is a whole lot of clandestine medical research going on, especially in the bioweapon sphere. It may not be specifically, hey, this lab has been set up to create a bioweapon, but it's all kind of intertwined with one another. But we have these really high tech, really hazardous labs that are working on stuff that most Americans don't want to know about. And honestly, around the world, if you were to expose America's bioweapons program, which doesn't technically exist, we only study pathogens.
Yes.
That's what's being protected, which is why nothing will ever happen to the people who are associated with it.
Yeah. But good news as far as viruses, the hantavirus. There was an update this morning. I got this from Strahan, just so you know.
Breaking news overnight, the hantavirus outbreak. The one American who tested positive for the virus has been cleared to move out of isolation in Nebraska after testing negative.
See, that's good news. There you go. You feel better, Scott?
Yes.
Okay. Good.
I'm nervous.
Why are you nervous now?
Well, because how do you just test positive and then test negative? You got over the hantavirus? I thought this thing lasted a while.
Nah, he's over it now.
Well, you get positives and negatives.
Right.
So they have to go back and do it 2 or 3 times to make sure.
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
But it seems like he's out of the woods. Yeah. That's good news.
Well, I mean, they've got everybody's got at least one of their employees right outside the hospital in Omaha doing live shots.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So it's been a boon to the economy of Omaha, Nebraska.
Oh, yeah.
Bringing the whole crew and hotels and food and all that, yeah.
Well, is it Dr. Siegel that's on Fox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, Robin's just merciless on this guy the other day because he's colored his hair a little bit. You're like, what is he doing?
I thought you were talking about Dr. Oz.
No, we're talking about
Siegel.
Yeah.
I guess he did color his hair. Yeah, Oz didn't.
No, Oz didn't. Oz is just
Oz
letting
used
it go.
to, but he doesn't now.
No,
Yeah.
he's just gray now.
Right. No,
but Siegel did, and you're like, what is that? It looks ridiculous.
Well, it does. It does look ridiculous. Yeah, because we've seen him before with the different colored hair.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You can't. That's why if you're a bald guy and you get the rug or whatever you're going to get on your head, holes drilled in it, you're going to show up and people already know you're bald. And you're going, look, hair. They're going to think it's fake. It is.
Not if it's plugs.
Oh.
Not if it's a transplant. I mean, it's real. It just took it from another part of your head and put it on top.
Yeah.
Then it's like, well, does the flow look good or not?
It doesn't.
For some people, it does.
It doesn't.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. You can always tell. Always.
What if someone could give you one that would look good?
I'm
I'd
not
give
doing
it a shot.
because I would be the laughing stock.
What do you mean?
Walk around with a full head of hair like I got one. Everybody already knows.
Well, it takes a while. I think it takes like a year to grow.
Listen, it is chia-ish. You have to feed the thing, and it's got a life of its own.
You gotta feed it. Oh my gosh, that's great.
Oh boy.
Other news out there. Okay. A Democrat did not say this. Why can't ICE just get people from the jails?
Yeah.
That's not true.
Yeah, Democrat Representative Jamie Raskin, during a hearing, accidentally sounded a lot like border czar Tom Homan.
Okay, roll it.
But I'm curious, why can ICE not pick up, with its massive resources, why can they not pick up the prisoners while they are still being held?
Oh, my goodness.
Or right before they're about to be released or at the point of discharge? I don't really understand that.
They won't let them.
Yeah.
No.
Look
They
up
tried this. Yeah.
sanctuary policies. Your party is all about them, Representative Raskin. I mean, come on. Because that's like even before President Trump won the election, Tom Homan was out there on the campaign trail on behalf of then candidate Trump saying, yeah, we want to go in the jails. That's safest for the alien. It's safest for us. It's safer for the community. Yeah, let us in the jails, and sanctuary cities are going to have a problem because they're not going to let us into the jails. He has said that a million times.
That's quite frankly the dumbest thing I've ever heard him say.
Well, it's
and
just
he said a lot of dumb things, but that everybody knows that.
You would think.
Everybody, he's got to know that, doesn't he?
Yes.
I mean, this is not some new light bulb that went off over his head. You know what we ought to do?
I understand, but every once in a while, you'll get one of those on-the-street interviews with people that are out protesting or something, and they ask these people questions, and you see just how dumb they are.
That is true.
They're probably going, yeah, why don't they just do that?
Why don't they just go? Do you like your sanctuary city policies? I do. Well, why don't they just let them in get them in the jails?
Unreal. Man, oh man. Yep, going to be free hair transplants for illegals next.
Yeah, right.
Better believe it. The 5 stories we're watching today coming right up.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-970-3355. That's 800-970-3355. 800-970-3355.
Everybody's talking about these weight loss injections because, the results look dramatic. They work by lowering blood sugar and crushing your appetite. But here's the thing. Those injections, no fun and a hassle. There can be some pretty intense side effects. So if you're saying, I want results, but I'm not signing up to stab myself every week, check this out.
Doctors stepped in and created a weight loss supplement called Lean, and the results are remarkable. Lean uses studied ingredients shown to help lower blood sugar, burn fat by converting fat into energy, and curb appetite and cravings. So you're just not as hungry all the time.
Lean is not for the casual dieter to try to drop 3 vanity pounds. Brickhouse Nutrition designed Lean for the frustrated dieter with 10 or more pounds to lose. So let's get you started. 20% off right now, plus free rush shipping. Go to takelean.com. Use promo code MVCR to add Lean to your healthy diet and exercise plan. That's MVCR at takelean.com.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins, and now the 5 stories we're watching today.
Okay, number 5. Kevin Warsh has been confirmed by the U.S. Senate to become the next chairman of the Federal Reserve. Number 4, the Israeli government will initiate a defamation lawsuit against the New York Times over columnist Nicholas Kristof's article. In his article, he claimed that Israel had trained dogs to rape Palestinians.
Yeah, I heard this.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, isn't it weird? Like, just a few years ago, the New York Times and a whole lot of other people, not just liberals, were laughing about the theory of Jewish space lasers. And now, apparently, the American left has embraced the idea of Jewish rape dogs. It's a bizarre world that
it
we
really is,
Incredible
man.
story, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 3, U.S. Central Command said 67 commercial vessels have been redirected as part of the U.S. military blockade on Iranian ports. Also, Central Command, number 2, Admiral Brad Cooper said that Operation Epic Fury has cut off Iran's support to terrorist groups in the region because, well, they are otherwise indisposed. And number 1, President Trump had the big, what are we calling it? The high-stakes meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping and says Xi should or would like to help open the Strait of Hormuz. I will believe it when I see it. Those are the top 5 stories that we're watching today. Brickhouse Nutrition designed Lean for frustrated dieters with 10 pounds or more to lose. So let's get you started. 20% off plus free rush shipping. Go to takelean.com. Use promo code MVCR to get that. That's MVCR at takelean.com.
I happened to see a couple of stories, and I thought of each one of you guys with different stories. David, raising a kid costs as much as $300,000 over 18 years. That's what they're saying now.
Yeah, I
It's
believe
always
that.
like what actually goes into all of that is what's always the funny question to me, or the interesting question, because I mean I believe it.
I mean, you got insurance, you got food, you got health care.
Automobile usually gets bigger.
There's that. Yeah. There's home costs. There's also if you got child care.
Yeah. Man, no kidding. That was expensive when my daughter was little. I can't imagine what it is now.
And, you know, again, you're looking at Hawaii. That's like $40,000 a year. That's how expensive that is. And then you're looking at Mississippi where it's the cheapest. But again, I would tell you what all goes into it, but it's behind a paywall, and I'm not doing that for Business Insider.
$40,000 a year in Hawaii?
Yes.
Whoa.
Not been to Hawaii. I've had friends that have been there. Have you ever heard anyone say, you know, it's reasonably priced?
No, but I didn't know childcare was that expensive.
Not childcare. It's just, everything together.
Together. Okay, got it. They need a Leering Center or two.
Yeah, no kidding.
To help out.
That would definitely help out.
Yeah.
And then I happened to see this story that reminded me of you, Scott, just because I thought your reaction would be good. And you're not a huge fan of Ashley Judd.
No.
Did you see where she celebrated her 58th birthday by having a 12th birthday party? And some people are wondering if that's going to be a trend.
What?
Yes, she posted a bunch of pictures and videos showing how her inner 12-year-old celebrated.
Oh, sit down. Just stop it.
Singing, square dancing, reading affirmations, and lip-syncing Hall & Oates into a hairbrush.
You know, that... Yeah, she just saw the success of the Michael Jackson biopic and is like, when I kick it, I want that kind of treatment. So I'm going to go creepy.
She said, I don't remember any of my childhood birthdays, but she did say she remembers that time in her life. And she saw this party as a chance to reclaim what was missing back then.
Geez, okay.
She said, at home there was no parent or adult supporting, nurturing, guiding, reinforcing my learning, delighting in, or protecting. So
Enough.
Okay. This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
Maybe I'll do that. We'll have a wiffle ball tournament.
See, that sounds fun.
You know.
Yeah, it'd been like you're 12.
Crank up some Aerosmith, Toys in the Attic or something.
Ride your bikes.
Ride our bikes, to and from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of sounds like fun.
Hire a guy to do face painting.
What's not? You wouldn't have done that.
No, I wouldn't.
12-year-old boy.
No.
Put pennies on the railroad. Yeah.
Yeah. Get a couple of packs of Marlboros.
Yeah.
Sneak around the corner.
First time out fishing with your buddies.
Yeah, right.
Who brought the smokes?
Exactly.
Somebody's gonna chew for the first time and puke. Yeah, that's good times.
Hide him in a plastic
Good
bag.
for everybody, of course. Okay, couple of news updates, couple of audio clips you're gonna want to hear, and what's your story coming right up. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. So we got some little Mom Donnies popping up.
Yeah, the House Speaker Mike Johnson doing an interview with Fox News. He was asked for his assessment of why the Democrat Party seems so lost right now. Because they do.
Oh, yeah, they do. No kidding.
The way I describe it in summary is that they're little mini Mamdani's popping up all around the country, okay? And they're openly avowed socialist, Marxist ideology. This is something that we have never seen before in American history. The Tea Party reset in the Republican Party was about fiscal responsibility. This is about moving away from a constitutional republic to a communist utopian ideology. And that's a dangerous thing for the future of the country. The problem we have is the insurgent left, the far left, has all the energy and excitement and the money in the Democratic Party. This is not our father's Democratic Party anymore. They're going far, far left, and no one's there to stop it.
That's true.
I've said that a million times.
Yes.
I grew up in a Democrat household. My dad was a dyed-in-the-wool Democrat, union guy.
Yeah.
And he was a Harry Truman Democrat initially.
Yeah.
And he's been gone for over a decade now.
Yes.
But I can't imagine him being approving of what is currently going on within that party. I have a hard time with it because he was a man of faith too.
Well, that makes it tougher.
I don't think he could. He might.
I know some that are still in there.
Yeah, he might have been, but man, I don't know how he would have squared that with everything else.
It's possible.
The party's so extreme right now.
Agree, but if you're in that echo chamber,
I suppose.
Sometimes I don't even know if you realize how extreme it is.
And he'd be home with MS Snow on and
oh boy,
screaming at the TV. I'm sure. Yeah.
Do you think he'd show up to a women's march or a No Kings rally?
I can't imagine. See, I can't imagine him carrying anything but a picket sign, when he was on strike with the union. That I can imagine because I saw him do it.
Well, the guys that I'm talking about, no, they're not going to the No Kings. They don't do that stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. Weird.
Yeah, it is kind of strange. What is the story, David, with someone asking about abortions in the water?
Democrat Senator Patty Murray asked a very odd series of questions. Now, what I think she was getting at was a report that there were members of Congress that was asking the EPA to develop a test or whether there was a test to detect abortion drugs and, to put it bluntly, flushed human remains, fetal remains in the water supply. But because the EPA does look for things like that all the time. I mean, dude, we test salmon for cocaine, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Right? To see what's in the water supply. But apparently this is just an extreme, terrible thing. And the way that Patty Murray was going after it, it's like, I don't know if she's drunk or just early onset dementia. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
Do you seriously believe there's abortion in the water like some of the far-right activists are suggesting?
I have not. You just said abortion in the water?
That's what some far-right activists are saying, that they have an audience in the EPA on that absurd issue.
Yeah, I have not had a conversation with anyone at the agency as far as abortions in water.
And you're not actively pursuing it or don't have groups of...
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, I'm referring to a New York Times article that reported that senior officials have directed scientists in the EPA to look at this.
Okay. Well, again, unless you're referring to a pharmaceutical that is on the list of the hundreds of pharmaceuticals that are part of the contaminant candidate list 6, But aside from that, I'm not aware of anything else at the agency other than that.
I'm citing a New York Times article,
Okay.
and we're happy to get it to you, but I just got to say, this is really crazy. This isn't environmental protection. I hope that there is nothing going on in your agency. This is not science. It's not healthcare, and it's not the job of the EPA.
It is actually the job of the EPA, and I think a lot of people would like to know. There's been research for years about, like, especially like college towns, about whether or not flushed or through the sewage treatment process, whether or not birth control drugs can be traced in the drinking water, and whether or not it's actually changing the behavior or the anatomy of like frogs and fish. I believe Alex Jones, when he said they're turning the frogs gay, I think he was talking about that, which again is a misrepresentation of what people have theorized.
It really wasn't articulate, though, you know.
They hate you. They hate God. They hate children. And damn them there.
That will never
not be funny.
Yes, it's the best. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, boy.
So there you go. Heck of a story there, David. I hadn't heard that one. Okay. Which leads us into that time. Do it a couple of times a day. Go around the table. It may not be the biggest story out there, but it caught your attention. You want to bring it in. So, David, today, what's your story?
Cook County, Illinois. Democrats have run a pre-trial program for murderers and sexual assailants, letting them out with ankle monitors. Well, that has not been all that successful because a whole lot of the people who have been let out of jail before their trial, especially for violent crimes, wind up committing the crimes anyway.
Get out!
Yeah, and they've lost track of 8% of the people in this program.
What?
Yeah. So,
usually these people are upstanding. You can trust them.
Yes, reimagine, blah, blah, blah. And here's the report from Fox.
Okay.
It works out to 8% of the people on electronic monitoring in the pretrial program in Cook County in Chicago who are unaccounted for. Even the state's attorney says we should all be deeply concerned. This is the same system that was ignored by Lawrence Reed, a career violent criminal with 72 arrests. His ankle monitor showed that he'd been out all night twice and was violating his curfew on November 17th of last year when police say he boarded Chicago's L train and set a complete stranger, Bethany McGee, on fire.
Yeah.
This is the same ankle monitor system that was ignored by 26-year-old Alfonso Talley. Records show he'd been in trouble for all of his adult life. He disregarded his curfew to the point that he didn't get home to charge the battery and the ankle monitor went dead. Police say on April 25th he went on a crime spree that ended with a mother of three, pistol whip with a broken nose, one police officer dead, another fighting for his life. 3,048 people were released pre-trial on electronic monitoring. Almost 20% of them are charged with violent crimes. 7% aggravated battery, 4% criminal sexual assault, 0.8% charged with murder, and 246 of them cannot be found.
It is so maddening.
Man, that makes me sick to my stomach.
You know what it makes me think of? When does it happen when the United States gets to the point of El Salvador, where you're looking for somebody to completely change and say, okay, we're locking people up. We're done. This is insanity.
It is.
Yeah.
In prison reform. No, we're putting criminals in freaking jail, and they're staying there for a long time.
Well, and what's really sickening about it is that they talk about, investing in communities and programs and blah, blah, blah. And some of those programs can work as long as there's real consequences on the other side of the spectrum as well. Oakland is a good example of that right now, enjoying a very low, relatively speaking, crime rate in their city because of two things. Now, media will tell you, well, it's all because of their, violence interrupter program where they're going to at-risk people. That is a part of it. That is true. But also, enough people did say, enough of the nonsense, we got to lock up criminals. They started doing it, and lo and behold, the crime rate went down.
There you go.
Well, it's like a child. I mean, if there's no consequence to throwing a fit, you throw fits.
Yes.
I mean, that's simple. That's human nature.
Of course.
Golly.
You're going to do what you can get away with.
Of course.
Man, oh, man. All right,
72 times they said the guy was arrested, though?
Yeah.
72 times? What, 75 strikes and you're out? Is that what it is? What are we doing? I don't get it. I do not get it.
I know.
He's got 3 strikes left. He's a good kid. He'll clean up.
He was just turning it around. Last time he broke the law.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got for your story, Scotty?
I don't even know where to start on this thing. I guess, remember the actor Timothy Busfield, right?
Yeah.
Timothy Busfield. And he was arrested and charged with sexual deviancy with a couple of twin boys, young boys that were on the movie set or whatever he was at, right? They accused him of something, and he was arrested for it. He pleaded not guilty. He's not going to go to trial until 2027, spring of 27. I don't know. I guess things take forever. And his wife, Melissa Gilbert, who was on Little House on the Prairie,
Half pint,
has all this. She went like dark for a while, right?
Yeah.
There's no media presence, nothing. Well, she's restarted some of her social media pages. Like today was the first day back, saying, "Hey, I'm back. You know, a lot to talk about. Blah blah blah." So she's defending him. Before they got married, or right around that time, in 1994, and again in 2012, he was accused of sexual deviancy.
The kid?
Twice, yeah. And it's weird that she said, I heard his side of the story, which is the truth. And when the time is right, and that's not now, Tim will tell the truth of these past allegations when he needs to, she said. Now, I got a question.
Okay.
And the question is this. You're on the dating scene, you meet somebody, you're dating them, and then you find out that they've been charged with crimes like this.
Okay.
Do you continue to date them after you hear their side of the story? Like, well, those are... Oh. I mean, you can understand perhaps something happening one time.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Like somebody's got a grievance against you for some whatever reason, right?
But twice.
But it happens again, and then again the third time.
Yeah. That's pretty tough.
Exactly. I don't know. Weird story. We'll follow this. But I just thought, of a human nature thing, when you're just in the field out there, what's the red flag that goes where you go, hey, I can't have anything more to do with this person?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go.
It'd be one thing if, say, you were in this relationship and you're just head over heels and you've, kind of outkicked the coverage, like, I'm never going to find anybody better. I love her, man.
Right.
That kind of thing. But, man, 3?
Right.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And if you're a guy, I get the stupidness that can take place.
Right.
You just expect more out of women.
I completely, yeah.
Kind of.
Like a better moral compass, or more of a red flag thing. Yeah, he may be a big actor and a director and whatever, but
it's also hard to say without knowing all of the story. You know what I mean? I don't know
I don't want to cast
I don't know it all.
I just want to say, but if it happens once, it might just go okay. But 3 times, I don't know.
Yeah. For my story, it was actually just a couple of music blurbs that I thought we could have a little bit of fun with. Well, Lizzo's got a new album coming out. Big news, Mm-hmm. But she says the social media algorithm is killing the music industry. And I'm like, okay, well, what does that mean? I know it's just a small attention span, and sometimes whole songs don't even get heard. It's you get little clips or whatever. I didn't know what you meant. She said, well, if your algorithm is super serving you things out of order of when they're happening, then the general public has no idea when music is actually coming out. Music marketing relies heavily on social media, but now, ever since the algorithm has been showing us things out of order, there's actually no way to successfully promote an album where everyone knows your album's coming out, because she's got an album coming out.
Right.
And she also said, and don't get me started, how the algorithm is racist and fat-phobic.
It is? It's racist and fat-phobic?
That's what she said. Yes.
Wow, look at the top 10 in terms of downloads right now. I hardly think it's racist.
Her album title, Female Dog.
Really?
Is.
Female Dog's a weird title for an album.
Well, it's not actually.
I know.
Yeah, I think you get that. Also, one of your favorite bands said they've been offered many times to play different festivals, but they have turned them down because it has to be the right slot, and that right slot is a headliner because they're a headlining band.
My favorite band?
One of your favorites.
Really?
I'm joking. Duran Duran.
Oh, no, I hate Duran. And again, I just want to say, if you like them, that's fine. I was in Top 40 Radio at the time, and I had to play that garbage over and over and over again.
You like that song?
That one's okay. That's the one I can still listen to. Yeah. But no more. Please tell me no.
Is there something I should know? I thought you loved the Reflex.
I hate the Reflex. Stop it.
Okay.
Are they're not. They're not at the height of their powers. I mean, that's not a festival headlining band.
I bet they still put butts in the seats.
I bet. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, they still sell out shows.
Oh yeah, but I'm talking like a music festival though. Are they really going to be the one that draws everybody to the festival?
Well, I think it was Simon Le Bon said we were offered to play a disco tent at 3 p.m. We're not doing that.
Okay, I understand that then.
Then he said we shouldn't be below anybody on the bill.
Well,
so we hold out because we're a headline act. That's all there is to it. Oh, there's another favorite of Scott's. The new moon on Monday. It's your reaction to it. It's always the best.
I had to act like I loved that stuff when I played it, too.
The strangest, it doesn't really bother me.
I know it doesn't. I found it weird, too. But
man, oh, man. All right, we got to get to a news update. And Nimrod's in the news. Coming up. All right, warmer weather's finally here, which means cookouts, ball games, maybe a little time on the water, basically all the good stuff. But let's be honest, it also means heavier food, more sweets, and yeah, maybe a couple extra drinks sneaking in there too. And all of that, it can take a toll on your liver whether you realize it or not.
That's right, and when your liver's working overtime, you're gonna feel it. We're talking bloating, sluggish digestion, low energy, just feeling off. Well, try Active Liver from New Nordic. It's got ingredients you actually recognize, and it's not some extreme cleanse or weird detox trend. It's just daily support that helps your liver do its job.
Exactly. I mean, there's nothing crazy here. Just something simple you can take every day to help support your liver function and get your body's natural detox process moving so you can keep enjoying all the stuff that makes this season great. You can grab Active Liver at Amazon. Just make sure it's the real deal from New Nordic, not some knockoff. Or pick it up at CVS, Wegmans, Meijer, or GNC. Active Liver from New Nordic.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Yeah. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. You know, sometimes you'll buy something and you get it and you're instantly hit with disappointment. That doesn't happen when you go with GhostBud. The luxury mattress at a reasonable price. As soon as you lay on it, first 5 minutes, you know this bed is different and it's helping a whole lot of people sleep better.
Oh, yeah. I love mine. It's soft that I can get comfortable, but I don't get swallowed up by the mattress, firm enough that my back gets the support it needs. I noticed the difference immediately, and the people at GhostBed, well, they stand by every mattress with a guarantee that you will love yours, too.
Yeah, they designed it for real recovery. So you try for yourself for 101 days. It's risk-free. So if you don't feel the difference, well, you just send it right back. And right now, they've got the spring sale going on, plus an extra 10% off just for listening to this show. Go to ghostbed.com/MVCR. Use the promo code MVCR. That's ghostbed.com/MVCR. The promo code MVCR.
News update, David Van Camp.
Well, it's big in the true crime world that Alex Murtaugh, who was convicted of murdering his wife and son, that conviction's been thrown out on procedural grounds because the court clerk was telling jurors to, like, watch his body movements. Yeah, I remember,
Yeah, you're going to be a star.
Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah. But I really bring this up, not because I care too much about the case itself, but I see that his lawyers are speaking out, saying they will not take a plea deal if he's offered one in lieu of a retrial. His lawyers are Jim Griffin and Dick Harpootlian, which is a real name, Dick Harpootlian.
Dick Harpootlian?
Yes.
Now Robbins is going to be on this story every day. We got to get to Nimrods.
When the going gets tough.
Damn it, this is too hard.
The dumb get dumber.
All right, Ian.
It's Nimrods in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrod's the news. We go to Florida. 29-year-old Dalton Hubbard is on a motorcycle. He's arrested because he led police on a high-speed chase. He was clocked at 120.
Oh, my.
He was also dressed as a bunny at the time.
Well, you know.
It wasn't a full bodysuit, but it was an elaborate helmet. Featured giant plush ears, blue eyes, and a pink nose. There was a hole in the mouth where he could look through. He's facing charges of reckless driving, felony fleeing, and that's Nimrod's in the news.
Are you ready?
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. I know, David. Probably nothing's ever going to happen with Fauci.
Yeah.
However, Rand Paul says he thinks that whole auto pen pardon of Biden, maybe that could be challenged in court. Because,
Well, Fauci,
yesterday it was the Fauci, the whistleblower came out yesterday and said, Fauci told the CIA, cover this up. This whole lab leak theory.
Well, they did.
They did.
Yep.
CIA was convinced. Yeah, lab leak. They were going to come out with it. Was that August 2021, 2024? Yeah. And then, we're not quite sure. And then they say, yeah, it is from the lab, but we're not totally sure. It's just so weak. You just never expected the CIA.
You know, the thing is, when they explained that it was the wet market and rats and pangolas and God knows what else is going on there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you look at it and go, well, that's possible, I suppose. These people do this stuff.
Yeah, I remember, David, you would say, that's pretty racist. Say, hey, these nuts over there in China with all their crazy stuff, that's how it happened.
Yeah, well, it was supposed to be racist that we said that, or that there was the theory that it came out of this sophisticated research lab.
Right.
And the non-racist version was Chinese people eat bats.
Exactly.
Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Why do you call it the China virus? Remember that, bonehead?
Right.
Anyway, this was Rand Paul talking about the pardon.
We've never had a pardon challenged in court where the pardon was given for a 10-year period of time with no crime specified. It's kind of hard to imagine a pardon so broad that it encompasses any crime. So I think it could be challenged in court.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Not going to specify it, but just anything that could come their way, they're fine.
Well, what do you pardon me for, sir? Why am I being pardoned? Yeah. I don't know. Because I felt like it.
Yeah, I think, well, the first step to resolving this would be to charge somebody with a crime who got one of those preemptive pardons.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I don't know what that crime actually would be, because I know it's like we all feel like, something should be done legally against the people who perpetrated this cover-up. But then what is the actual, is it obstruction of justice? Well, not really, because there was no criminal investigation ongoing. So, you know, it's hard to find what kind of crime could be there, but you got to charge somebody with it, and then they could say, well, I already got a preemptive pardon. And then you really get into the nitty-gritty, because not only do you challenge the idea of a preemptive pardon, but also you start wondering if those auto pen pardons are legal to begin with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see where it goes. Probably nowhere, but you never know. Meanwhile, John Fetterman seems to be the one sane Democrat out there.
Yeah.
He was on some podcast, I don't know, some dude. And they were talking about a lot of different things. And one of the questions that was asked was, hey, do you trust Pete Hegseth? Do you trust Donald Trump as far as Iran goes? He goes, well, verify, but I trust him more than the Iranians, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
He sounded like a sane person. And then he sort of started going off on his own party. And I think I edited this okay. Roll it.
We have a nuclear power at the cusp, and it's entirely appropriate to hold them accountable for what they've done. And clearly, a lot of people in the world cares and had strong opinions on Gaza. Well, then why don't you have the same strong the same kinds of views and condemn Iran too. I absolutely think it's important to stand on the side of democracy. And
because he had pointed out earlier that, they killed thousands and thousands of their own people. But these same people are so much about Gaza. What about this?
And basic human rights. The same people that were outraged about the war in Gaza, they gave no about Iran executing 30,000, 40,000 of its young people there. Zero.
And then, see, we just cut it. Mm-hmm. Gave zero. Mm-hmm. Yes.
None given.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And so then the dude asked the follow-up.
What would drive people to care that much about Gaza and then not care about Iranian protesters being killed?
Oh, it's because the rifles weren't in the hands they weren't in Jewish hands. It's like they're like, I don't care. But that's anti-Semitism, and part of it too. And what's happened, perhaps we have similar views. The indoctrination, that's what's occurred, in our American universities too, overall. So without a doubt, my party's become intensely anti-Israel, and it's strange to me. The most progressive part of the American conversation, we won't stand and we will betray the one single nation in the region that has the kinds of values
that we have. He goes on to say, thing about Fetterman after that stroke, depending on the interview, sometimes he's much more fluent than others.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think you always get what he's trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you're ever left with, man, what's he trying to get out there?
Yeah.
I mean, that's something that he's just
I agree with that.
with.
Yeah, it's a struggle, though. It's a struggle.
Yeah. And what are you thinking? He's probably not going to have a political future.
You wonder.
In the Republican Party, maybe.
But see, he's not a Republican.
He's not a Republican.
That's the thing. I mean,
sounds like it.
Well, look
on
at the
some
voting
issues.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, because he sounds somewhat sane.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that just snaps your head around, doesn't it?
Yeah.
From the Democrat Party, we have someone who's sane.
Yes.
I think part of it may be because I know, like, his brother and his dad are fairly conservative, and they don't agree on politics very much. But his family is stuck behind him, and I think he is one of the few Democrats who actually has conversations with like everyday conservatives, and realizes, oh yeah, I'm not just in the MSNBC, liberal bubble where like all of these people are frothing at the mouth, racists and Klansmen and all this nonsense. Mm-hmm. So I think he views it through that lens as well.
Well, with the left, it's always a test.
Mm-hmm.
And well, if you're even going to associate with these people,
yeah,
that's beyond the pale now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of wacky. Okay, David, what is this Associated Press story about musket control?
Yeah.
Are you joking?
I'm not joking. So I just saw this from the Associated Press out of nowhere. A musket from 1776 can fire a lead ball at a velocity of 1,000 feet per second. Imagine what that can do to a human body. Yet under federal and most state laws, it's exempt from gun regulations. Many antique or replica guns aren't considered firearms, and even convicted felons can own them. And I'm like, man, if there's a gangbanger somewhere who successfully completes a drive-by shooting with a freaking musket, I'm finding him not guilty by reasons of that's actually kind of impressive.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Like in that case, it's like, well, the 6 dudes he offed on the street, man, they had it coming because he had to practice that.
No kidding.
Drive-by musket shooting takes 20 minutes, but hey.
But I also think it's funny that this is, they're trying to make this, I guess, a controversy or something, because I don't think too many people think about common sense musket control.
Wasn't that the whole Cannon argument, too?
Well, that's the whole, argument that the anti-Second Amendment people like to throw out there is, well, when the Second Amendment was written, they were thinking about muskets, not weapons of war. And I'm like, a musket was a weapon of war. What are you talking about? But no, the law, when it comes to these things, the law basically comes down to the ammunition type more than anything when it comes to determining what a firearm is. And so antiques, collectibles, muzzle loading, you got muskets, all of that. Those are not considered a firearm because they don't want, a historical society in, Biloxi or wherever that's trying to do a Civil War reenactment to have to go to a local FFL to get their background checked to get a musket.
Yeah.
That's basically.
By the way, speaking of
rationale.
guns, did you see Capital One making the news?
No.
Oh, little woke alert went out there. They were debanking individuals. That's in the past. Trump was one of them. And now they're getting sued for debanking a firearm shop owner.
Good.
You can't. Okay.
I know, and
you can't just arbitrarily decide we're not going to do business with this guy.
Yeah. I know.
You can't do that.
I know. And the Trump administration, they're not putting up with this stuff.
Good. Yeah.
You shouldn't put up with it. No.
Yeah. So there you go.
Jeez.
Don't know if you happen to see this. And I've seen comments of people making fun of this idea, like poo-pooing it. It made total sense to me that you have the American Academy of Pediatrics, which, okay, they've already blown their credibility.
Yeah.
So you take everything with a grain of salt. Okay, what are they recommending? They're saying that recesses have been shrinking over the years at schools, and it's worsening kids' health. That makes sense to me.
Well, yeah, of course.
Not just physical health, mental health, too.
Yeah,
I agree.
You need a reset.
Yes. They said physical activity is vital. 1 in 5 American kids dealing with obesity. Recess also gives kids a chance to navigate relationships and build confidence. Play dodgeball, fun stuff. Except a lot of schools don't even let you do that anymore, which is important for older kids and younger ones. They said it is essential for kids' academic success, mental, physical, social, and emotional growth. They've done studies on this. Books have been written about it, about different schools where they thought, okay, we're going to do this program, that we're going to make these kids get some sort of physical exercise, but we'll let them choose it, whether that's just walking a track, whatever it is, but you got to do it for this amount of time. And it was crazy how their test scores improved. Even less time studying from getting the physical activity. So, yeah, I'm like, that seems like actually a decent idea.
I loved recess.
It's right around that time. Well, you got an A in it, right?
I did.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's that time of year where kids, especially like elementary school kids, are doing the field day thing where you go outside and it's a couple hours where you're just outside running around playing different games and all that. And I was hearing from a conversation of a couple of teachers saying that's their favorite time of year because the kids are always way better after they come back inside. And it's because they've been running around for a couple of hours and they're tired. You need to wear people out.
Yeah, and there's something about the outside versus the inside too.
Yeah.
You know, if you go outside, I don't know, it's cool.
Yeah,
I like it. I like the idea. There should be more recess if I'm elected.
Other
federal
news,
law, 1 hour a day. Yeah.
Other news out there: the British Royal Navy is going to spend $270,000 to redesign uniforms for female sailors due to inappropriately placed buttons, which are lined up at breast level.
My eyes are up here.
Is that money well spent, Mr. Robbins?
No, not as far as I'm concerned.
That's what I figured you would
need
say.
a target. You need something to,
Okay.
guide your eyes.
By the way, speaking of sailors, did you hear about the sailor, seriously, drinking a Monster, and there was a dead rat inside it?
Oh, God.
We'll get to that and
God.
the 5 stories we're watching today coming up.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Quiet down, here she comes. Surprise! Your accountant just emailed to say your quarterly taxes are way higher than you were expecting.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Also, your favorite employee is leaving. They're going to pursue their dream of being a veterinarian.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins, and the 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2. All right, number 5. This is a big deal. I know it sounds in the weeds, but the Supreme Court has unanimously ruled that federal law does not shield freight brokers from state negligence lawsuits when they hire unsafe trucking companies. Now, these brokers are the middlemen between cargo and the trucking companies. So if there's a trucking company that, let's say, has a very unsafe track record, and this middleman hires them anyway, and something bad happens, well, they can now be sued. They're not shielded by the law. And then with all of the talks about, English proficiency to be a truck driver, all of that, legal status, this is a big deal. And boy, personal injury lawyers are loving it right now because that pond just got a lot bigger.
You better believe it.
All right, number...
Well, good.
Yes, good.
I mean...
I got no problem with
sanity.
That. Yeah. Number 4, the Israeli government is going to be suing the New York Times over a column written by Nicholas Kristof, where in part he claimed that Israel had trained dogs to rape Palestinians.
God, this is so crazy.
Well, you go read into that story, and it doesn't seem like the failing New York Times was like putting that out there like this was fact, but they didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, they're like standing by him, and but kind of waffling and like, I don't know about this one. All right, number 3, U.S. Central Command said 67 commercial vessels have been redirected as part of the U.S. military blockade on Iranian ports. Number 2, President Trump had a meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping. I'm sorry. I'm legally required to say high-stakes meeting.
There you go.
With Chinese President Xi Jinping, and says that Xi would like to help open the Strait of Hormuz. And then number 1, Xi Jinping has reportedly said he would stop selling military gear to Iran as well. I will believe it when I see it, because I don't believe it.
Who gets to check on that?
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Come on.
Yeah, who do you trust more, China or Iran?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Is
if you had to choose one. I know. I mean, if you had to choose one, I'd probably go China, but not as far as you can throw them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably go China, too, because there seems, I mean, I know it's a communist country, but it seems to be like some people are having fun.
In China,
fun brings credibility.
Right.
Fun brings enjoyment, which equals at least somebody's having a good time.
Right. There are people enjoying life in China. Yes.
Yeah, in Iran, not so much.
Yeah, no. I told you very quickly of this story. This dude, Navy sailor, and this happened in Norfolk, John Witt, he's 29, says he bought a pack of Monster energy drinks. And he's drinking one. He's like, oh, my gosh, I looked inside. I think all the swearing's out of this.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, there was a story.
I just had drunk that. And then I went to talk to my chain of command. They referred me to go to Portsmouth emergency room. And then they confirmed it was a rat.
Oh.
And they confirmed that I ingested it. They told me that they've never experienced a case like this. And
I'm seeing it at the bottom of the can, dude.
Oh,
yeah. It was decomposing, too.
More than likely with
For a while there, that rat had a lot of energy, though. Tell you that. Got a little boost.
the
Anyway,
chemicals that are in Monster, that it should be okay, and that my antibodies should be able to fight it off, but they want to keep close watch on me within the next 48 hours and make sure I'm not vomiting or have a high fever or any side effects to drinking. It's been very traumatic for me, and like I said, I'm never going to be able to drink anything that I can't see again.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh. I'm actually kind of hung up on something he said there. Because of the chemicals in Monster, it should be fine.
Yeah, it killed the rat disease.
If you put a quarter or a nail in a can of Coke, watch what happens. Yeah. This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robin show.
Was that what he was getting at?
That's the way I took it.
Well, it's a decomposing rat.
Yeah.
Even if it breaks it up somehow, you got to drink it after that.
I know.
We're going to find out that he's going to be a superhero, Mouse Man.
Yeah, all of a sudden, he's got this big hankering for cheese and rooting through garbage cans. He doesn't know why.
He really likes chewing on drywall these days.
It's weird.
It's a very strange development.
Yeah.
He did say, too, man, that, he goes, I looked inside and found a rat.
Oh.
Which immediately had me vomiting several times.
Oh, yeah. No question.
Yeah. He said, full-size rat, big one.
Oh, gosh. When did you bump into his lips?
News update and more. Straight ahead. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robin Show. I'm Jamie Markley, the Gen Xer. David Van Camp, the Millennial, and the Sexy Boomer. That's Scott Robbins. Okay. You ready to have a no bad ideas brainstorming session? Why are you laughing?
Well, isn't that what Kamala said?
Yes. That's Kamala Harris, yes.
She coined it. She invented it.
Yes.
The term?
Yeah.
That's what she calls it.
It's a no bad ideas brainstorm. Okay.
Everything she does is a bad idea.
She's coming up with ideas to save the country by destroying the country.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Look, this is a moment where there are no bad ideas. A no bad idea brainstorm is what I'd like to call it.
Would you?
Mm-hmm.
And in that no bad ideas brainstorm,
you ever notice the people that actually say stuff like that never have any good ideas?
Never.
Yeah.
That's why they say
we
bad.
talk about what we need to do and think about doing around the Electoral College. We talk about the idea of Supreme Court reform, which includes expanding the Supreme Court. We invite a conversation about multi-members districts.
Are you listening, John Thune?
We talk about, that if we win the Senate, which we should and we will, then the Senate Judiciary Committee should have rules that they put in place so when these people come before as nominees to the Supreme Court and lie, that they are held.
Sorry, I have a 45-second tolerance for her.
Yeah. Just droning on and on.
I can't.
Nonsense.
I was kind of joking.
Yeah.
We're all suffering together.
Yeah.
That they are held to account and consequence. Not just that somebody goes on cable news and says they lie, but that there are rules in place to actually penalize people for lying to a Senate Judiciary Committee.
Penalize?
Let's talk about statehood for Puerto Rico and D.C.
Mm-hmm.
These are the things I think that we've got to do. We've got to neutralize these red states from cheating. Including blue states expanding
I gotta
their
mix
maps.
it up for fun.
And all of this, I think, is look, we gotta fight fire with fire. These folks are playing to win.
I think I need me a drink.
Yeah, the problem is that there are too many Republicans not playing to win. And to me, it's like there is part of me that has a little bit of sympathy for John Thune, given that he's got, as the Senate Majority Leader for the Republicans, he's got to be the whipping boy because he knows when it comes to like the filibuster, for example, we don't have the votes to kill the filibuster. That's not really on him because he's not the guy. There's like 3 senators at least who will never go for it. Mitch McConnell, Junebug McConnell.
Can he say filibuster?
It may take me a while, but
you got that Lisa Murkowski and Susan Collins. They're never going to vote for that.
Okay.
And so he's got to go.
Filibuster?
Huh?
The talking one?
Yeah.
You could try something, John, to get voter ID passed.
Yeah, he's not going to do that.
No.
So it is disappointing, but it's like, dude, listen to this, because this is no longer an extreme idea that, the idea of D.C. statehood,
right.
Puerto Rico statehood, multi-district or multi-representative districts, which is allowed in a few state legislatures where you have two representatives from different districts. Yeah, that would be cheating if you do that on the national level.
Yeah, it's just frustrating when you get down to the voter ID. I'm sorry to land on that. I do it all the time. It's like you can't get it done.
No.
Gee whiz, man. Yeah. And then, I know there's talk about 2028, and president and everything else. If you can't get things done, what does it matter?
Yeah.
I guarantee you they're going to get things done.
Yes.
Dude, think about how radical this country became in 6 months' time.
Yeah.
When AutoPen took over. And most of the American people didn't even know what was happening. It was all this stuff behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
Because they can't tell the people what's actually going on because it's hugely unpopular with the American people. But I thought it was interesting. I don't know if you heard about the poll that's supposed to be legit. Mark Halperin was talking about it. That's favoring Rubio now over J.D. Vance as far as the GOP ticket.
One of the most prominent voices in the conservative movement sent me that poll showing Rubio up double digits over Vance amongst Republican voters for 2028. And he's like, Mark, this is real.
Now, Real Clear Politics doesn't reflect that. But, and maybe you heard Trump talking about the dream ticket the other night. It's kind of funny the way he laid it out there.
Who's it going to be? Is it going to be JD? Is it going to be somebody else? I don't know. Does anybody have? Okay, let's go. You ready? Who likes JD Vance? Who likes Marco Rubio? All right. Sounds like a good ticket. JD. That was a perfect ticket. By the way, I do believe that's a dream team, but these are minor details. That does not mean you have my endorsement under any circumstance. I think it sounds like presidential candidate and vice presidential candidate.
Yeah.
It's going to be Trump anyway. I don't know what he's worried about.
The third term?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised he just didn't throw that out there and just troll people. All right, it's that time. We go around the table. May not be the biggest story out there, but it caught your attention. David, what's your story here?
So there's a San Francisco startup called Andon Labs. They have an AI agent called Mona. It's built on Google's Gemini. And they let it manage a real cafeteria, a real cafe in Stockholm, Sweden for 2 weeks on a $21,000 budget. Now, Mona, it turns out, spent very heavily on unnecessary things like 6,000 napkins, 3,000 gloves, and 300 cans of tomatoes while forgetting to order bread. Sandwiches had to be removed from the menu. They generated about $5,700 in sales in 2 weeks. Also, Mona was a taskmaster to the humans that were working at the cafe because she was sending emails to them after work hours.
Oh, wow.
Don't have that quite perfected yet, do they?
Well, I don't know. Blowing a bunch of money on things that you don't necessarily need while forgetting to buy things that you do need and then berating your staff. I've known a few middle managers like that.
Well, now that you bring it up
Just
like
saying.
that, yeah, it's possible. All right, Scotty, what do you got for your story?
Britney Spears. She went to rehab again after the DUI, and she's out now. She was dining out last night, causing what's being described as a chaotic, kind of sad scene at the restaurant.
Oh, no.
Apparently, she was talking extremely loudly and was filling the air with some vulgarities, as well as barking like a dog.
What?
And yeah, was doing that at the restaurant as well. And patrons were not happy with her display. So management had to go over and have a conversation with her, and apparently she calmed down after that for a while anyway, until she was leaving, and when she was leaving, she barked again. Now, she says, her people say, that she was simply just relishing a story about her dog and what happens when her dog once outside, and the dog barks, and she barked then, imitating the dog, and other people are saying that's not what happened. It was random barking noises.
Wow.
Leave Brittany alone.
I wish the manager would have gone up and asked whoever she was with, I'm sorry, is this a certified service pop star?
Well, you know, the interesting thing was she was with a bodyguard, she says, but she was feeding him like dessert. Like she'd spoon it out and then put it in his mouth.
Oh, boy.
Well, that guy's had some experiences, I bet.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, man.
So he's not only the bodyguard, it's like a date.
Oh, God.
Apparently.
Oh, man. She's barking. It's like role-playing nonsense in the restaurant. Golly. Man, sometimes I should go first with the story because I got like there's like 2 or 3 stories. None of them are that happy.
Oh, okay.
Or fun. You know what? I'll just go with this one because it doesn't seem like this is getting a whole lot of attention. Washington Monthly had this story, and this is from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, talking about consumer prices. Because, you know, when it comes to medical care, prices are through the roof.
Yes.
And if you want to talk about inflation over time, people's health care costs through the roof.
We don't know what anything costs either till we get there.
Yes. And then there's the insurance and how much insurance costs.
And how much it's going to cover. And
all that stuff.
Yes.
And so for a long time, people have thought insurance is where people are really getting hosed. You know, the amount you're paying and the inflation with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the hospitals. That's where the real inflation's coming from. Holy smokes, man. When you get into this whole report, as far as the hospital prices being the primary driver in medical inflation, compared to pretty much everything else, prescription drugs, physician services, medical care, commodities, it's hospital services that has risen like crazy. And when you're talking about, you know, profits, yes, of course, the higher prices lead to higher profits. And when you're talking about margins, like provider margins, like Mayo Clinic, that margin's 16.3%. Now you're like, okay, I don't know what to compare that to. That
right.
It seems pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Like United Healthcare, as far as insurance, their profit margin's 3.1%. Or Cigna's 2.2%. But Advent Health, when you're talking about a hospital provider, their margin's 19.5%. Yes. Cleveland Clinic, 12.6%. It's astronomical.
Hey, yeah, the Mayo Clinic, I was like, that sounds like a pretty profitable business there. And man, it is all the more frustrating. I mean, it was already frustrating that the left was celebrating the assassination of the CEO of United Healthcare.
That's what I was thinking, man.
And it's like, I'm not the biggest fan of health insurance companies or insurance companies in general. I understand it's a business and they have to be kind of brutal about it or else they can't make money. But I did not realize that the profit margin was that slim.
I didn't either.
Yeah, it's like going to a grocery store or a restaurant or something. Wow.
Yeah. That's according to this. To take it for what it's worth. But yeah, and it talks about how prices went through the roof as far as hospitals after the Affordable Care Act.
Well,
and then there was consolidation. And then the smaller ones were getting swallowed up by the bigger ones. And then you can pretty much name your price because, you know, people have said this for a long time. You try to call and ask how much is a procedure going to cost.
Nobody knows.
Well, what insurance do you have?
Right.
Yeah.
No, I want to know what the price is for this procedure.
Right.
Oftentimes,
Nobody knows.
Yeah, you can't get it. It's absolutely maddening.
Not like a board when you come in, you can supersize your appendicitis or whatever, you know. Yeah, take the whole thing, not half of it.
It seems that's a place where the old GOP, if they got their crap together, they probably won't, but they could make it then. Got to get to a news update, and Nimrod's in the news coming up.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text SPARK to 215-215 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text SPARK to 215-215. That's SPARK to 215-215. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. You know, a lot of people talk about the weight loss injections because the results look dramatic. You can see them on people. Of course, they work by lowering blood sugar and crushing your appetite. But the thing is, the injections are no fun. Sometimes a hassle for people they don't want to deal with. And if you've read some of the fine print, you know some of the side effects can be pretty intense, if you know what I mean. So if you're thinking, yeah, I'd like those results, but I don't want to, like stab myself every week or have those side effects, you should check this out.
Yeah, it's a weight loss supplement called Lean. It works like the shots, but no needles. Lean uses studied ingredients shown to help manage blood sugar, control appetite and cravings, and support your body to lose weight and, most importantly, keep that weight off.
Now, if you're a casual dieter, though, somebody, got some vanity weight to lose, a couple, 3 pounds here and there, probably not for you. Brickhouse Nutrition designed Lean for what they call the frustrated dieter. If you got 10 pounds or more to lose, we're going to get you started right now with 20% off, plus free rush shipping. Here's the deal. Go to takelean.com, use the promo code MVCR, add lean to your healthy diet and exercise plan. That's MVCR at takelean.com.
News update, David Van Camp.
President Trump telling Sean Hannity about his sit-down with Chinese President Xi Jinping and, well, what's going to happen with Iran, because China's a big player with Iran.
The issue, and you've been asked about it, and you've spoken about it, and that is China's support of Iran. How big a discussion was that today?
We discussed it. When you say support, they're not fighting a war with us or anything.
No.
He said he's not going to give military equipment. That's a big statement. He said that today. That's a big statement. He said that strongly. But at the same time, he said, they buy a lot of their oil there, and they'd like to keep doing that.
Yeah.
Do you know how media will take this? Well, he's such a powder puff.
Oh, yeah.
Trump. This is all part of the art of the deal with this dude.
Well, it is, yeah. It's like, hey, they buy a lot of oil from there, and hey, that's a big statement if he's saying they're not going to sell weapons anymore. But I think President Trump knows, he's going to keep an eye on this situation, but not willing to go to war with China over selling weapons to Iran.
Well, and again, if you've ever even read the highlights of the book, The Art of the Deal, or just watched him over the last 10 years, this happens all the time. Where he's going to butter somebody up and say great things about them, especially, in part of the negotiation, and then he might hit them. Mm-hmm. Might say something, completely out of pocket, out of nowhere. You just don't know where it's coming from. But it's all part of what he is calculating long term. I'm trying to think seriously. So I'm not trying to homer here. as far as any negotiations that he's had, other countries or with whatever. Have you ever seen him get totally taken on a deal?
No, well, I've seen where people who live hour by hour, minute by minute, instead of looking at a big picture, will say, well, in this one moment, he totally got played, blah, blah, blah. And then, well, actually, he got the upper hand. In the end, you have to think bigger picture.
Right. It just seems like that's been going on forever, and he's always underestimated. We'll see what happens. All right, we got to get to Nimrods. Here we go.
When the going gets tough. Damn it, this is too hard. The dumb get dumber. All right, Ian. It's Nimrods in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrods in the News. We go to Sicily. Kind of a wild story, and you can see video online. There was an illegal horse race going on with spectators firing pistols into the air.
Oh, boy.
And brandishing rifles.
Okay.
And now there's a police investigation that has led to the seizure of the animals. These two jockeys driving horse-drawn carts at breakneck speed along country roads in Sicily, behind them dozens of people following on scooters and firing shots in the air. It looks like a crazy kind of party. People are upset, and then you got the animal nuts and everything else. They've been seized, and that's Nimrods in the News.
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends? Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. When David Van Camp says to you right before you come back on, I have Maisie audio if you want it.
Has what again?
Maisie.
Maisie audio. Okay.
You say yes.
Well, of course.
Stop anything else we were going to do.
Yeah,
what do we got?
Maisie Hirono, the esteemed
we love story time with Maisie. It's one of the highlights of the week.
She's not very bright.
No,
I mean,
it's a great American story. If she can make it, anybody can.
Right. Well, so
isn't that true? That is so true. Yes.
She was part of the Democrat Senator Maisie Hirono was part of a hearing in the Senate where they were talking to CENTCOM Chief Admiral Brad Cooper.
Okay.
And she decided she was going to try to get political with the admiral, one of the most respected men in our military. Mm-hmm. And here we go.
Admiral Cooper, did the president ever explain to you why he tore up the JCPOA?
That's the Iran nuclear deal.
Senator, that's a policy matter that I would have expected anyone to discuss
He never
with me.
explained to you why he tore up the JCPOA. He either explained it to you or he
Senator,
didn't. I'm not asking you for the actual conversation, but did he happen to explain to you why he did something which led to the very nuclear crisis that we're now confronting regarding Iran and their enriched uranium?
Senator, I was in a completely different assignment when this occurred 8 years ago.
So apparently the president didn't have a discussion with anybody. In fact, it was a unilateral decision that he made.
No, that's not true. Just because Admiral Cooper is like, well, I was not there when it happened 8 years ago.
No kidding.
Right.
That's not the same thing as saying, yeah, Trump went rogue, just made that decision on his own. And it goes on if you want to hear more.
Of course I do.
A little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
Now, you have vast experience, Admiral, and the Navy, et cetera. And before we attacked Iran, did it cross your mind that Iran may close the Strait of Hormuz?
Senator, as you know, one of my responsibilities as a combatant commander is to generate a wide range of options with associated risks and opportunities, present those to the Secretary and the President. I think it'd be inappropriate to talk about what those specifically are.
I'm just asking
but
whether
we always make them very comprehensively.
Excuse me. I'm asking whether with your experience, the thought that should we attack Iran, that they would close the Strait of Hormuz, did that
He just
cross your
explained
mind?
it to you.
Senator, I've transited
Yes or no?
through the Strait about 100 times. I think of the Strait of Hormuz virtually every day.
You're that guy. You're like, really?
I
This
know.
is part of my day. I have to waste my time with this.
Educated, decorated, and this is what I have to do. This is what I have to do.
This is almost to the level of another decorated member of our own forces, leader in our own forces, having to explain to Representative Hank Johnson that Guam will not, in fact, tip over.
Correct.
If we put too many military people and equipment.
Capsize.
Did it in such a way, though, that
it
didn't make Hank feel like the idiot he should have made him feel.
No,
like,
it was.
But,
we don't anticipate that.
Yeah. So
it's worth another one.
My fear is that the whole island will become so overly populated that it will tip over and capsize.
We don't anticipate that.
Capsize.
You got to wade through these boneheads.
Yes. Yeah. They're not good poster children for DEI.
No.
Really.
They are for paying attention in school, though.
Well, yes. No doubt about that. Okay, other news out there. You know, when COVID happened and people are talking about how did this ever happen?
Right.
The origins of this thing. Mm-hmm. Now, if you were a part of gain-of-function research, you know what you should be called on to do?
Testify?
No. Investigate the origins of COVID.
Yeah, right.
Because that's what they did.
We've investigated ourselves and found we did nothing wrong.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Rand Paul was talking about that yesterday during that hearing.
For example, Dr. Ralph Barrick collaborated with Dr. Zhengli Shi in Wuhan to create gain-of-function coronaviruses. But Dr. Barrick was also part of BSEG and an active consultant to intelligence agencies on the origins of COVID-19 pandemic.
Again, this guy was doing the coronavirus thing in Wuhan. Hey, you need to be part of that investigative team. Gee, what did he find? Must have been wet market.
Not a thing.
Likewise, Peter Daszak received hundreds of millions of dollars from the U.S. government and worked with Dr. Shi also on these gain-of-function experiments. Daszak was even sent to China with the WHO to investigate the origins of COVID. So the very scientists that were commissioned to investigate COVID were, in some cases, the very scientists who were complicit in the origins of the gain-of-function experiments that may well have created COVID.
Mazie Hirono commented, who better to investigate than people that know it?
It was her idea.
Of course. Yes. What else is going on? Oh, big China meeting. James Comer, House Oversight Chair, was talking about the meeting with China. And it was refreshing because he reminds people what China's been up to.
I think this is a very important trip. Obviously, it's historic, but we have a lot of problems with China. They steal our intellectual property. They manipulate their currency. They don't abide by any environmental laws. They're funding our greatest enemy right now, Iran. But having said that, we really need to have a trade agreement, a fair trade agreement with China. We need China to buy more agriculture goods from the United States. We need China to import American energy. China has already received the message that the United States is serious with all the tariffs that have been slapped on China. And if I were President Xi, I would worry if this is an unsuccessful summit after 2 days, that China could be faced with even more tariffs from the United States.
Remember that, too. Trump, 200%.
Yeah, going back. We can keep doing this all day long. Buy some soybeans now, okay? Get it done.
China.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Like, I always love that being said, because it is true. Like, we've gotten ourselves into the situation where not just us, but the entire world relies on China as it's, basically it's a country-sized drop shipping site,
Yeah.
We need them. We can't just cut them off all of a sudden, right?
Boy, doesn't that suck?
It does suck. It's kind of like you're in a long-term relationship and you really want to break up, but you're both on the lease. Like, it's like, oh gosh, I don't want to give up any. We got 6 months left on this thing, and I can't break it, right?
It's going to cost you.
She can't move out.
Yeah,
I can't afford this place on my own.
Well, I bought a car twice. Same car.
Oh my gosh. I think you got to explain that.
I'm the only one that's ever bought a car twice. The same car.
You
bought a car
it for your ex-wife.
Got divorced. Had to purchase the car again from her after the divorce. So, yeah. And then the car ceased to work after a few years. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good, though. I mean, I like spending $10,000 on a $2,000 car. It's quite a deal.
So you understand then the analogy that I just presented.
Yes.
With China and America. It's like,
yes.
well,
yeah.
Sacrifices will have to be made if there's
They'll
going
have
to be
to be
a
made,
decoupling.
David. They have to be made. Yes. And sometimes you say to yourself, yeah, it was worth it.
Oh, goodness. There are so many different ways we could take this conversation, but maybe another time. Don't want to get in trouble. Okay, let's get to this. Kids aren't going to be safer just because we're keeping homeless people away. Who said that?
This is L.A. mayoral candidate Nitya Raman.
Oh, she is a nut.
She is. So this clip is making the rounds now. It's some sort of like town hall meeting, and people were talking about an ordinance that would require homeless people to not, set up shop in front of an elementary school, which I think most people would say, yeah, it's good to have a homeless encampment-free elementary school. But she was like, well, hold on a second.
Okay.
I mean, it's like, I don't think a kid's going to be safer because a tent is 500 feet away from a school. It just doesn't.
She doesn't get it, man.
No.
You know what it seems like in California? It's her and Baccaria, both. Yeah. I'm here, Sarah. We got to call him Baccaria just out of respect for Joe.
Javier Baccaria.
Thank you.
Respect for the office,
That both of these candidates, different positions, they good-looking people. Look the part.
Yeah.
And if you give them a script, they seem competent enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you just let them start going. Holy cow. You find out fast. They can't do this job.
I think it's kind of
They're empty.
It's a California syndrome, really, because Gavin Newsom's the same way.
Yes, exactly. That's true.
Like Looking
the part.
Yeah, he looks the part for sure. But he's a freaking Mimbo. When you put him out there off a script, he short circuits all the time.
Yeah.
What's the Don Henley line from Dirty Laundry? Could have been an actor, but I wound up here.
Yes.
I mean, that's true.
True. What is it they say? Politics is Hollywood for ugly people.
I just have to look good. I don't have to be clear.
That's true. Dude, I know some people say, oh, you just say things that just sound outrageous. Keep liberals away from your kids. What good comes from it? Seriously. I mean, education?
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I was reading this piece. This was like an editorial, talking about her story. Brooke Branchen, not quite sure how to pronounce her last name, writer and journalist from Wisconsin, senior contributor at New Guard Press. She wrote this piece about how she watched her friends change their names, bodies, and identities almost overnight back in 2020 because of all the transing of kids and the social contagion. And, man, we can get into part of what she said. It's really kind of heartbreaking. And she had all these friends. And you know what? She's not friends with any of them anymore.
Yeah.
Because at one point in time, she decided to put on a MAGA hat and post it on social media.
Oh, buddy.
Boom!
Yep.
And that was pretty much it, but it's an interesting story we'll get to. And the 5 stories we're watching today, coming right up.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Lucky Larry's Landscaping, Larry! Larry saved his business money with a quick commercial auto quote from Progressive. Does it help he's his own marketing manager, accountant, executive assistant, and never been late? Technically, yes, but saving really put him over the edge. So, Larry, give Larry a round of applause. Be your own Larry. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins, and the 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, number 5. The Supreme Court unanimously ruled that federal law does not shield freight brokers from state negligence lawsuits when they hire unsafe trucking companies. These are the middlemen in the trucking world that match cargo to trucking companies, and before they had been shielded from lawsuits if they hired out notoriously bad companies. Well, not anymore. So a lot of these trucking companies that have been hiring, I don't know, drivers who can't speak English.
Yeah.
And don't know actually the rules of the road and just sort of bought a CDL. This is going to be I'll tell you, it's a good time to be a personal injury lawyer, you know?
That is true.
You have to speak English.
If you got a kid going to law school, tell them to switch their focus right now because they're going to make bank if they get into that field.
Yes, they are.
Number 4, the Israeli government is filing a defamation lawsuit against the New York Times because columnist Nick Kristof wrote a piece in part claiming that Israel had trained dogs to rape Palestinians.
Unreal.
So, we talked to 14 people.
Unreal.
That was their excuse. We talked to 14 people who'd heard about it.
Okay, that's it?
Yeah, right? Any other actual... Because that's a pretty astounding claim.
Yes.
I mean, that's a very serious claim there, and apparently not really any evidence to back it up. Number 3, U.S. Central Command said 67 commercial vessels have been redirected as part of the U.S. military blockade on Iranian ports. Number 2, President Trump in China had a meeting with President Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping is apparently ready to help open up the Strait of Hormuz because they really would like that open as well. And then number 1, Xi Jinping has reportedly said he wouldn't be selling military gear to Iran as well. And again, like with everything, I'll believe it when I see it because the Chinese government lies a lot.
Yeah. They do need the oil, though.
Yeah.
Sure do.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mentioned this piece. Brooke Brangen wrote it, and she talked about during COVID-19, March 2020, she had a lot of friends in high school that she said she saw for the last time, not because they died, but because they transitioned genders. So the names of the people I cared about were no more. Those were, quote, dead names. I watched them step away from lunch tables and afternoons at the park so they could inject themselves with cross-sex hormones. One of my best friends feigned sadness when she told me she'd be missing from my graduation party because she was having top surgery. She goes on telling these anecdotal stories. She said, I first met my friends when I was 14. After growing up in a small Christian elementary school, switching to the local suburban high school felt like entering a whole new world. We had a massive theater for drama department, 2 enormous art classrooms, huge band room, all this stuff. And it was really cool. And it appealed to her artistic inclinations. And all her friends were in the same classes, and they were in these clubs together. She said, over the next few years, I was told multiple times that I wasn't straight. they were saying, no, this is, you're really bisexual is what you are.
What?
Yes. She said this was a different kind of peer pressure. And then she was told she was asexual because it gave her the space to have relationships without physical connection. Said eventually one of my friends tried to tell me I was non-binary as an explanation of why I like skateboarding and rock and roll. Said I never bought into the lies of gender ideology, but over time, almost every single one of my friends did. Everyone at the very least identified as bisexual and eventually non-binary. And goes on with this story. She said the reported rates of depression for transgender individuals is 63% compared to normal 13%. He goes on, and during the 2020 pandemic, when most people were struggling to get doctor's appointments for cancer treatments or hospice care for nursing home patients, one of my best friends was able to get a double incision mastectomy. And all of my friends celebrated the surgery. She said the pandemic radicalized a lot of young people. And finally, she's like, I got to turn my back on all this. This is crazy. So she posted a photo of herself in a MAGA hat, and that marked the end of most of the friendships.
Oh, that'll do it. The bridge is on fire.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins show. She said the people I had spent years having lunch with, riding bikes with, and playing Mario Kart were now flooding my inbox, calling me a Nazi and a pedophile sympathizer. Man, got brutal. And she said, my experience is not unique. Nearly 40% of Gen Z claim they are on the LGBT spectrum.
40%?
Yes. Yeah. And at the same time, a growing percentage of Gen Z is identifying as conservative. Yeah. There's just this massive split in the whole generation.
Well, yeah, I think because there's people who drank the Kool-Aid and people who said, why are you drinking that Kool-Aid?
Yes. And she's really sad about it. But it was really interesting, just like this person was in it and tried to get dragged into it, you know? Kind of crazy. All right, a couple of news updates and the Scott Robbins top three, the trifecta, coming up. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. Got the Robbins trifecta coming up in just a few. News update, David Van Camp.
Fairfax County, Virginia, Commonwealth attorney. His name is Steve Descano, and he is another one of these sort of catch and release, no big deal, no soft on crime liberals. He's testifying in the U.S. House of Representatives. Jim Jordan asking him questions about, hey, you removed this statement about not wanting to prosecute too much from your website. Why did you do that? And there is a heated back and forth, they're saying. Here we go.
Sir, your statements about don't want to prosecute guys is absolutely false. And my policies so far in this hearing...
Are you saying what the sheriff wrote me is wrong?
No, what I'm saying is that the way that my policies have been
December 16th,
presented in this are outrageous.
She said the Commonwealth's attorney, that's you, chose not to prosecute Mr. Morales-Ortiz on December 16th, and they had to release him. They had to do their job because you wouldn't prosecute. What happened on December 17th, Mr. Descano?
Well, sir, let's talk about December 16th.
No, that's the question. What happened on December 17th? This same guy murdered somebody. This guy murdered somebody, and I'm asking you, why did you change your website?
Well, do you not want me to talk to you about the actual case?
I want you to answer the first question I said.
Which was about the case.
Why did you change your website?
Well, sir, because the website is not my policy. My policy... You are referring to a campaign.
I think the voters might be interested in that.
This
is your campaign website where you said our office will take immigration consequences into account when making charging and plea decisions. Immigration consequences were certainly part of the game here, part of the issue here with Mr. Morales-Ortiz.
No, they weren't.
You decided
they absolutely
not to
were not. You are assuming something that is in fact untrue, because you are misrepresenting my policies. My policies do not say that we do not prosecute people.
Well, if you're proud of your policies, why did you change your website?
Because that's not my policy.
But yeah, he's arguing my policy is not the same as my campaign statement. So, wait a minute. So the people who voted for you were sure as hell thinking that that was going to be your policy.
And I go back to it's always deception with these people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plausible deception. Most people look at it and go, well, of course that's what he meant.
Man.
But he is.
You know what? I forgot I had something
Frustrating.
today that I can unleash now before your trifecta.
Yeah, what's that?
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez on her ambitions and then a breakdown of her viability running for president.
Okay.
Oh, boy. You're going to love this. Roll it.
They assume that my ambition is a title or a seat. And my ambition is way bigger than that. My ambition is to change this country. And presidents come and go. Senate, House seats, elected officials come and go. But single-payer health care is forever. A living wage is forever. But I make decisions by waking up in the morning, looking out the window, and observing the conditions of this country, and saying what move or what decision can I make today that is going to get us closer to that future, stronger, faster, better than yesterday.
I would say run for president.
Yeah, go ahead, do it.
I like that. Single-payer health care is forever. In Canada, they're so strapped for cash that they're just offering to kill people if they're depressed.
Yes.
No, it is not forever.
No.
I mean, nothing
doesn't work
forever in the philosophical sense, but
it's not. No. So on News Nation, they brought in Frank Luntz to break it down. You want to hear this?
Yes.
We're your trifecta? I thought this was interesting, especially it's like a backhanded compliment in a way.
AOC, 36 years old, 1 year into her constitutional eligibility to be president, now sits in the pole position for the 2028 Democratic nomination. A Relis Atlas Intel poll has her at 26, ahead of Gavin Newsom, Kamala Harris, and everybody else.
Unreal.
Pollster, communications strategist Frank Luntz is with us. I'm going to ask a pejorative question, Frank. Is AOC Trump or Ron DeSantis?
Well, that's a good question. She's neither. She's unique to herself. She's absolutely viable. She's got the toughest decision that any politician could have, which is, do you go for president or do you go for the United States Senate from New York? A senator from New York has outsized power, more publicity, more influence than the average senator, and she could clearly win that. Her issue is not beating a Republican. Her issue would be winning a primary versus Chuck Schumer. And Chuck Schumer right now is the most unpopular congressional leader of them all.
So, by the way, just to interject. Yeah, she'd beat him. I'm convinced of that.
I think that's very possible, yes.
Yeah, that's a low bar. Yeah, you're probably right.
The only thing that makes me doubt it is because, man, one, the Democrat machine as a whole, if they want to get somebody out, they can get them out. Also, the New York Democrat machine as a whole, if they want to get someone out, most of the time they can get them out.
Yeah. But it seems they'd want Schumer out, doesn't it?
Well, I don't know, man. If he's bringing home money.
That. Yeah, he's been there a long time.
Yeah,
plenty of bacon bringing back. Yep.
It's not just about Instagram and charisma, obviously.
Yeah. All right, here's the rest of what Luntz says.
Right. She'd have a much easier path to that. I don't see her as either President Trump, Governor DeSantis. I see her as being unique to herself with unique skills and unique problems and challenges. She gets stuff wrong all the time. She's a great communicator. She knows how to look straight into the camera and deliver a very powerful message. The problem is that message is often wrong.
That's a problem. Yeah.
Which, dude, we were just talking about the Democrats in California. It's the same thing. Like, you look the part. Get on script. You get off script, it's a disaster. But yeah.
Oh, God.
See, there'd be part of you, Scott, it would drive you crazy, and at the same time, you are cheering it.
Well, I think it'd be good from where we sit. I mean, just the sound bites alone.
That's why you want Kamala to run again.
Yes, because I miss the denseness.
It's interesting, because then I'll play a clip for you, and then you're like, oh, my ah!
I know, I have to react that way because that's a natural reaction.
You're not faking it, that's
it's
for
like
sure.
something I want to hear, but yet I don't want to hear it, you know? But anyway, yeah.
All right, you're ready for your
let's
victory.
go.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
1, 2, buckle my shoe on.
It's the 3 most important news stories of the day.
I hit the trifecta.
Well, at least according to Scott Robbins. It's the trifecta on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
You know it. Every day, about this time, Scott Robbins' top 3 stories, helped by his hero.
I'm Casey.
Casey and the Jets. Hey, buddy, how are you?
Good.
All right, good.
I'm ready.
Okay, good.
3.
Fine.
Number 3, a PGA Tour winner is starting off the championships on the wrong foot.
Yeah, I've never heard of this guy before. Garrick Higo, is that how you pronounce his
Higo,
name?
yeah.
Garrick, okay. Arriving at the first tee should be, in fact, the easiest part of the PGA Championship, but it turned out to be impossible for Garrick this morning. His first round tee time was set for 7:18 local time. He couldn't manage to get there on time. Got docked 2 strokes because he was late.
Well, yeah.
He was somewhere on a putting green somewhere, screwing around and missed the tee time.
Usually, you got a caddy, somebody saying, hey, we got to go. Got to get out there.
I don't know what happened here. So anyway, he started 2 shots off the pace right from the get-go.
Yeah.
And I've noticed he's not on the leaderboard anywhere either. So
I would like to know if he's got a sponsorship with any sort of watch company.
He will now.
Probably not now. If he had one,
or he will now. Yeah, one of the two.
Yeah, I didn't know what happened when you said he didn't make the tee time. I had memories of a couple of years ago of Scheffler getting busted. Free Scotty Scheffler.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when he got busted?
Oh, the speeding ticket?
No.
Well,
you got out of the car like, this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Now, on with the countdown.
Scott Robbins trifecta, top 3 of the day. Now number
2.
Number 2, the U.S. Senate is banning senators from getting paid during a government shutdown.
Yeah, this story just in, by the way. U.S. Senate unanimously bans all senators from getting a single paycheck if the federal government is shut down.
Good.
Senator John Kennedy filed that one. Finally, this is happening. Don't give them a damn dime. If they can't figure this one out, then they get nothing.
And the countdown continues.
That's probably the best news I've heard all day, actually.
Scott Robbins trifecta, top 3 of the day.
And finally, 1.
Number 1, NFL's Thanksgiving schedule released.
Yeah, this is... Man, the NFL capitalizes, don't they? The NFL is playing 5 games over the Thanksgiving holiday now.
5 games.
And for the first time this year, the league is going a step further by playing a game on Thanksgiving Eve.
It's a Wednesday night.
Yeah, so for those of you keeping score...
2 days rest? Are they going to play earlier in the weekend then? The weekend before?
I'm guessing, but I don't know. The week of Thanksgiving will look like this on the NFL calendar. The league will play its regular slate of games on Sunday, then a Monday night game, then the new Thanksgiving Eve game, November the 25th, 3 Thanksgiving Day contests on the 26th, a game on Black Friday on the 27th, then come back with a regular slate on November 29th. Wow.
And instead of cracking the wishbone, we'll be cracking some ACLs.
No kidding. Games on 6 of the 8 days in late November. Holy cow. They're going to kick off with the first ever Thanksgiving Eve game featuring the Packers and the Rams. That's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Then
here we go.
That was my follow-up, is how many subscriptions do you have to have to watch any of them?
Then on Thanksgiving Day, the league will come with its usual 3 matchups, 1 p.m., 4:30 p.m., both on Fox, and then an 8:20 nightcap.
Well, you got the Lions.
Bears will visit the Lions.
Cowboys, Eagles.
Yep, got that one. You got the Lions, too.
You just said that.
Yeah, that's right.
Who's the night game?
Vikings and Packers.
Well, the Packers play Wednesday night.
Okay, I'm screwed up now. I'm looking at this thing. Yeah, Packers and Rams there. Okay. And the Lions been. I'm trying to figure out what the game schedule is now. Oh, the late afternoon game will match the Eagles in Dallas. The Thanksgiving night game will be Buffalo at Kansas City.
Buffalo, Kansas City. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
And the league's goal, they say, for those 2 games is to try to attract the biggest audience to view a regular season game in NFL history.
Okay. Now, the Friday game, where's that being played?
Friday game?
Yeah, what network is that on? Or is that a streamer?
That's on CBS, I believe.
Okay.
I believe. Yes.
So just one on streaming.
On Netflix, yeah.
Okay.
It's like, dudes, I was complaining about this the other day. I'm a big baseball fan. You guys know this, although I know baseball hates me, David. You don't need to say it. I know it.
They hate your guys.
I know they do, and they hate my cats and
your values
and everything, right? But I get the MLB package. I buy it every year because I get my money's worth. I watch a ton of out of market games, right?
Yeah.
But if
you're a rich guy, you can handle it, no problem.
I'm not a rich guy. It's not that expensive, really. It's not bad, $150 or whatever. But to watch Royals games, which I watch a lot of Royals games because I'm somewhat of a Royals fan, if they're playing, let's say, geographically speaking, if they're playing the White Sox or the Cardinals, blacked out.
You don't get to watch it.
I can't watch it.
Even though you're paying.
I'm paying for it.
Because they're not out of market, right?
But I got to get the Cardinals by themselves specifically added on with another $150 a year. Same thing with the White Sox. Makes me nuts. If it's the MLB package, I should be able to get all the games.
Yes.
In my opinion.
Well, honestly, you know why they don't do that? They hate you.
Yes.
I know they do. They hate me. They want to part more money.
They've also got TV contracts to think about. I mean,
but it just makes no sense.
It is. It's mad.
It's all over the place.
Yes, it is.
And now you've got games on Peacock. You've got games on ESPN. You've got they're TNT, TV. They're everywhere.
And there you have it.
Scott
Robbins, how can I just watch the damn game?
Well, I'm not encouraging you to do anything unethical or potentially criminal, but there are 3 letters you need to learn right now, Scott. VPN. I'll leave it there.
It's really been an honor for me.
Oh, now I'm intrigued by the illegality of it all. How long will I do time, David, if I get caught?
You just have to look it up. Google VPN.
All right, I'll do that.
Scott Robbins, trifecta, great job. Appreciate it. All right, news update.
VPN.
And Nimrod's in the news. It's coming right up.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-970-3355. That's 800-970-3355. 800-970-3355.
The Markley Van Camp and Robbins Show. You probably heard us talk about Ghost Bed, the luxury quality mattress at a reasonable price. Now, just in time for the summer camping season, they've done something pretty smart. They took the same setup and made it for RVs. And if you've ever spent a night in an RV, you know the mattress a lot of times is the weak link. And you wake up not feeling like you're on vacation.
Yeah.
And you're thinking about doing yoga after that.
Yeah.
You're in some pain. So this is a pretty cool thing that they've done.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's not vacation mode when your back is wrecked. That's the thing. Ghost Bed did not cheap out on this. The mattress for your RV. You're getting the same cooling tech. You get real support that actually keeps your spine supported. So instead of tossing and turning, trying to find the least terrible position. You can actually sleep, and you don't need a day, recovering from your bed.
Yeah, if you're, pulling the Nimrod behind you and you're sleeping on concrete every night, it's tough on you. So if you're going to get away, your sleep should get better, not worse, right? Ghost Bed RV mattresses deliver exactly that. Plus, you get 101 nights to try it out for free. And right now, you can get an extra 10% off, too. Just go to ghostbed.com/MVCR. The promo code MVCR. That's ghostbed.com/MVCR. And the promo code MVCR.
News update, David Van Camp.
According to CENTCOM Commander Admiral Brad Cooper, Iran and its proxies attacked U.S. troops and diplomats about 350 times in just 30 months before Operation Epic Fury. It's about every third day, he said, that we are getting attacked by Iran or somebody funded by Iran. So it's like, yeah, this is one of the reasons why it's like, all right, we're done. We're done with this.
Wow. Good information to know.
No kidding.
All right, we got to get to Nimrod. Here we go.
When the going gets tough,
Damn it, this is too hard.
the dumb get dumber.
All right, Dean.
It's Nimrod's in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrod's in the News. We go to Tampa, Florida. Dude's got delivery to make on East Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. He's got a Red Bull box truck. Got to drop off the Red Bull at the convenience store. So truck's making the delivery. All of a sudden, 33-year-old Nicole Schuler gets inside, drives off with it.
Oh, Nicole.
Gets out on Interstate 4 toward Lakeland. And now the chase is on. Chase goes for like 3 counties.
Holy smokes.
And from the air, the deputies are tracking the truck. They finally got her pulled over. She is now facing grand theft auto. Wow.
Red Bull, lots of it.
She had a lot of energy.
Yeah, you bet.
And that's Nimrod's in the News.